When you forget what you were thinking about, so you recreate the chain of thoughts that led to that thought. Really wish I could change my coping strategies to stress cleaning and exercise, but unfortunately, God gifted me with binge eating and executive dysfunction. Stressing out because time is running out. Coming up with a time-saving method. Chilling again and losing track of time. Chilling again and losing track of time. Buy an app for $4.99. Spend hours to build a 80% clone and then buy the app anyway. When the new hyperfixation kicks in, I don't need sleep. I need more Hello Kitty. The ADHD urge to use parenthesis in every sentence. Because every thought comes with additional bonus content. I hate when people ask me, "What did you do today?" Like, buddy, listen, I woke up at noon and then it was 5 p.m. Okay, I don't know. Why, yes, I have ADHD. How could you tell? Doing what I need to do. Doing what I want to do. Me, somehow doing neither. Media. The average adult spends $255 per year on their hobbies. ADHD people listening to the same song on repeat for the 50th time. Job doesn't allow ADHD prescription. Maybe I can use coffee as a stimulant. And I love the taste. Makes me shit liquid fire. Every time. Neurotypicals working consistently for weeks on an assignment. ADHDers waiting for the absolute last moment to start. Look what they need to mimic a fraction of our power. This is all I can think about. I hope this feeling never ends. When the hyperfixation ends. When the therapist asks what I'm going to do now that I am diagnosed with ADHD, I don't know. I never thought I'd get this far. When someone tells you something secret, personal, I promise to never tell anyone about it. My lips are sealed. I won't even remember having this conversation in 5 minutes. Me after hearing someone say, "You have so much talent," about a skill I learned insanely quickly, knowing full well that I will drop it tomorrow for a new one. ADHDers spending the day in waiting mode because they have an appointment at 2 p.m. Have you ever sit for so long that your butt feels like this? I'll do my homework now. I'll do my homework after dinner. I'll do my homework in the morning. I'll do my homework in class. Me getting ready for the outing I said yes to. Can you imagine how hot I'd be if I ate right and took care of my body? I'm not gonna do it, but can you imagine? Me leaving my house at 8:15, hoping that I make it to work by 8 o'clock. Got all the symptoms for years. Get tested for ADHD. Specialist says I don't have it. Specialist says I don't have it. Me. The urge to quit my job. My financial status. I play Minecraft to relax. It feels like a chore now and there's no joy in playing. Waiting for my study to finish itself so my life can finally start. Me at 3 a.m. getting my whole life in order. Wanting to learn a new language and start exercising. Oh hey, someone just commented something helpful on a post I made. I should thank them later and ask a question because I'm still confused. Oh wow, it's been a day and I still haven't replied? Better do it in a couple minutes. Man, I still haven't replied? I better get in that soon. I should probably still thank them for the answer. I still have time. Do a project that decides if I pass or fail the school year. Deep clean my room. A habit is something you do automatically without thinking, like brushing your teeth. Me, who has to put in active effort to remember to brush my teeth every day. Finally manage to expect something and be excited about it. It happens. You feel no satisfaction whatsoever. You either become apathetic or immediately look forward for the next dose of serotonin. I only have 2 things to do in the next 30 seconds. Put the sugar away and throw away this produce bag. Immediately throw the sugar away. Immediately throw the sugar away. Mindfulness training. Just let your thoughts float by like boats on a river. My thoughts. My boss congratulating me on my work. Me who is constantly high. Me looking for the tool I just had in my hand 2 seconds ago. ADHDers taking yet another screenshot of something that they tell themselves they'll definitely need for another day. Turn a project in a day late after executive dysfunction trademark. I use my 504 to get an allowed extension. I feel bad about using my 504. I feel bad about using my 504. My friend. How have you not started with the assignment yet? It's due tomorrow. You'll never finish in time. Me. You underestimate my power. When you have a paper due tomorrow and not a single page written, I guess I'll just clean my apartment then. It's time for you to look inward and start asking yourself the big questions. Where did I put my phone? And why did I enter this room? Me trying to make a coherent sentence. ADHD. The name ADHD doesn't fully represent all essential aspects of it. Look at proposals of other names, such as Vast or Dave. We need to change and get used to a new name. We need to change and get used to a new name. When your family says you need to help more around the house, but you barely have the energy to shower yourself. Me. My bed sheets, which haven't been changed for 2 weeks. Febreze. Take Vivance. You have more focus. You can only focus on the Sims. You can only focus on the Sims. My therapist. If you come across an issue, take a moment to think whether or not it will matter in 5 years. If it won't, don't spend more than 5 minutes stressing out about it. Me. You underestimate my power to remember random shit from years ago, and starting an anxiety attack about it. Born to dilly-dally, forced to lock in. Me. Locks the door. My brain. Did the past really happen? Me. My brain thinking too fast to speak clearly when explaining something. Starting a song and listening. Restarting it 25 times and still not catching my favorite part. Me trying to remember the route I'm driving. ADHD not only distracting me from remembering, but giving me a crippling need of GPS anytime I drive anywhere. Finally putting my laundry backlog away. This week's laundry. My brain. Do it. Me. Why? My brain. Just do it. Me. Okay? Let's see, when's the assignment due? Yesterday. The sentence in my mind. Literally the same sentence when I try to say it out loud. The cheese I spilled in the bottom of the oven watching me bake more stuff instead of cleaning it out. Finish the paper worth 70% of my grade. Play with slime in a bag. Me for some reason. Relax. Just try to keep your mind organized. My mind. ADHDers that take on life without medication. Well, first of all, with caffeine and anger, all things are possible, so jot that down. How time feels for an ADHDer when they have to do anything that is remotely uninteresting. 1 hour here is 7 years on Earth. A good night's rest. Pulling an all-nighter with no apparent reason after being tired the whole day. My ADHD brain. When I say I'm functional, this is what I mean. January. Bad decisions. Almost December. Me when my alarm clock goes off in the morning. Screenshots I will never use. My phone. I'll never waste my money on dumb stuff ever again. 2 hours later. When you're sleeping and your alarm didn't ring yet, but the amount of sleep you're getting is suspicious. Me after staring at the wall for 4 hours. Sucks how I don't have time for anything. How to play harmonica, the blues. What the hell am I doing here? I have a test tomorrow. I don't even have a harmonica. Brain. Did we get anything done this weekend? Me? No. Brain. Okay, then at least we relaxed. Me. Somehow also no. My brain processing the thousands of background noises going on around me. My brain processing words when someone is talking to me. Me when I am trying to collect enough mental energy to finally tell my brain to get my fat ass up and do the things I need to do. It is not working. My ability to be productive when I know I have something to do later in the day. Just picked up a rubber band that had been in the same spot on my bedroom floor for a month. Absolutely incredible to see what I am capable of when I give it my all. I thought I replied is the biggest lie. Nah, sometimes I reply in my head. I end up waiting for a text back, thinking I actually replied. You have had crippling executive dysfunction for all your life. You find out it is ADHD and finally get a doctor to prescribe you stimulants. The stimulants do nothing. The stimulants do nothing. Me, in the middle of my conversation trying to remember what I was talking about. Depression, heart attack, ADHD medication, my favorite bands. I just find music I like and put it into a giant playlist. Me after completing exactly one task on my to-do list. Me who just finished reading a good book. My trying to remember what it is about the next day. ADHD. Complete each task in order one by one. Put all things on the same priority level. And freeze for 2 weeks. When you are part of the group, but not the conversation. Me waiting until I am late to hurry up. Me. Leaving my house at 8:15 hoping that I make it to work by 8 o'clock. Me finishing a project at 11:45 with 2 more papers and 5 assignments to finish by 11:59. I did not hear no bell. My brain after I try something new and I am not instantly a pro at it in 5 seconds. Neurotypicals on Adderall. I painted my room in 2 hours and did my essay in 1 hour. Me on Adderall. I made breakfast instead of eating peanut butter from the jar. My friend's trans wife thanking me for never calling her by her dead name. Me who forgot it the moment we met.